Hi, today we're going to be learning about the e-portfolio. This is what you're going to be developing as part of Lesson 4. Um, are you ready to do this on a real patient? Um, all students in the program are going to develop an e-portfolio. You're going to use this throughout the entire clinical portion of your program. We'll be using it to document your clinical competency, and also it will be available then once you graduate to be able to share with potential employers or with other colleges if you're going on for your master's degree. So this is something we're going to start this very first semester and build on it as you go throughout the program. So let's find out a little bit about it. We're going to base it off the MPH Student Portfolio Guidelines. I think it best fits what we're looking to do for our program. You know, as I mentioned, the portfolios serve a number of purposes. It allows you to critically reflect on your educational professional goals and achievements. You can synthesize what you've learned in the program. It's a self-assessment tool to document your mastery of program competencies, and that is the big area we are looking at for this course and for this lesson. And also you can add in here documents that demonstrate your accomplishments and anything really that you do throughout the program that you want to show off to people. Okay, so it's a way to help document your academic progress. So if we look through some of the key elements, is you're going to have your educational and professional goals, your CV or curriculum vitae. Student activity report is, we're not really going to look at that right now. You may have some writing samples from other courses. If for the capstone project for our bachelor's, you will have that information in here. You'll have your self-assessment with competencies and a reflection on those. So again, those two things right there are probably the biggest things we're going to work on for this lesson. Okay, there's an outline of things that you should include in here. This by no means is a complete list of what should be on there. You can add in whatever you would like, anything that you want to share, anything that documents your academic progress throughout the year. So you can refer to that as needed. So the first step is really trying to find, where am I going to do this at? Where am I going to build it? There's a number of different places that you can go. In your readings for this lesson, there are talks a little bit more about the e-portfolios, how to use them for professional competence in healthcare learners. That's all in your readings. I also have given you some examples. Some of those we're going to look at today, plus I have a few new ones for you. So first thing I did was just, if you don't have to pay for it, don't use something free. So I just search free website creation and hosting. Don't really look at these three here, but you can start going through if any of these jump out to you. I am not very familiar with all of these, but some of them sound pretty good. Investigate what looks good to you. The things I've heard of before is Weebly, Squarespace. Wikispaces is a big one, and you'll see that in a few of the examples that I show you. And Google Sites. I've developed my own through Google Sites. One other thing of being a BGSU student is you can do it within your My BGSU. And of course I need to sign in because I haven't touched anything there for a little bit. Oh, nope, there we go. So sign into your My BGSU, and then if you just go into Canvas, which is how you're going to access this course anyhow, there's an e-portfolio button up here. So go ahead and click on that. Talks about what is an e-portfolio. So let's go ahead. We can create one. You can give it a name. I'm just going to call it My Portfolio. We'll leave it at that. Make your e-portfolio. You can make it public here or not. I chose not to click that box. And here you can share the link. So in other words, I'm keeping my e-portfolio private, but then I can share the link with whoever I want and they'll be able to access it. And I can download it as a zip file when I'm done. I can delete it if I decide it's not working and I want to start over. There's a Get Starting Wizard you can go through. You can go to the actual e-portfolio and get into that. Let's see if it loads here to where you can start building your own things here within Canvas. So I recommend that. You do have access to Canvas for quite a while after you graduate. And again, I think that link would always be there so that you could share it. So that's one thing that you could look at. Let's see. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at some e-portfolios. Again, not all of these are healthcare ones, but I like some of the things about them, the way they were set up. Here you can see they have the links across the top about their achievements, their educational and career goals, about the individual, their connections that they're in. They have a welcome page. Everything's going to come to a welcome page. And then here, when you click here, it actually goes to a self-reflection on what they thought about doing the e-portfolio. This is another one. This is a little different as well. It's not a healthcare one, but set up very differently. A lot of pictures. You can see as we scroll down through here. They have, let's see. Yes. Oh, she does have some links across the top here to go to different things, her resume, coursework, goals. And then there's also links found within that you can go to. So that's another way to set up your e-portfolio. It all depends on how how fancy you want to get with it. If you have a lot of experience with technology, if you don't, I challenge you to try something new. You might be surprised, and it's a very nice thing that you can show your potential employers. This one here is actually, I believe, a dental student. And his is probably one of the nicest ones that are set up. I'm guessing maybe he paid for part of this one and had some help, because you can see we have drop-down boxes at the top with different things that you can go to. Talks about his activities, academics. And here he talks about his internship and experience. If we scroll down, again, we're going to look at his experience page. And he talks about shadowing. We have pictures in here. And you can go from there. Has a whole PowerPoint loaded in here that you can go to. The next one, this is a healthcare one, nurse practitioner, I believe. But this person used Wikispaces, which I did find a lot of the healthcare ones were using Wikispaces. It is a free tool for you to use. But they were posted, all their links here on the left. So we can look at some of her completed projects, things you can see. She has a picture posted in here, other links to go to things. And then this last one is probably the best one, Healthcare ePortfolio. Again, it's a Wikispaces site that you can see, and we have all the links here on the left-hand side. Welcome page with a nice picture on there. We're going to go here to her reflections, and you see they actually included the reflections with some pictures. Here you can see what she's doing bandaging and her reflection on that. Instead of pictures, you can actually insert your competency videos. This is actually a really nice way of doing it. So take a look at what you can find. Design your own, whatever works for you, whatever way you want to organize it. But you're going to be including your competency videos, the 3 procedure videos that were done in lesson 2, and you're going to share your portfolios with your peers and myself via the interactive table on Canvas. So you can just put your link to whatever, wherever your e-portfolio is, so that we can access it. Be sure to include your self-reflection in there. You can refer to the materials posted in Canvas on this assignment, the grading rubric, and assignment requirements, to make sure that you have everything in there. And then once you enter your link in the table, your peers will be able to get on there and do their peer evaluation, as well as myself to go in and grade your competency videos. So I encourage you to have a lot of fun with this. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, and it really is something nice that you can share after you graduate. It highlights all of your accomplishments. It demonstrates your competency. And it is a very nice thing to show potential employers, and how serious you were about your education and your chosen career. Have a great day.